Every year, more and more people move into urban areas, and as those areas grow, so does the importance of maintaining a healthy urban tree canopy and smart use of that wood when the trees have to come down. Currently, most of this wood goes straight to landfills, stripping the wood and the community of economic and sustainable opportunities. A tree story doesn't have to end when it falls. There are three main challenges to improving urban wood utilization: a general lack of awareness, logistical challenges of getting the wood where it needs to go for processing, and then finding enough end users for the wood.
Well, first of all, we just need to get the term out there, urban wood utilization. Oftentimes people have never heard it and they don't know what it is.
So urban wood utilization came on our radar probably about 10 years ago or so. This is a newer industry, but it's a growing industry. There's a lot of interest in this.
One of the main ways we get rid of trees on development sites and land clearing activities is putting them in municipal landfills. So we're really working to try to reduce that waste stream and find a higher and better use for those trees that maybe have to come down. We just got to get the wood to the right places.
To spread awareness and encourage better urban wood usage, the Georgia Forestry Commission and Georgia Arborist Association joined forces to arrange an event at UGA's Griffin campus in July of 2023. Industry stakeholders from across the state were invited to hear from experts who shared both challenges and best practices throughout the day. Many of the challenges can be addressed by networking and regular communication.
There's approximately 1,100 other tree services in the area. Getting around like-minded individuals that share a passion for doing things a sustainable, proper, safe way, and that are looking to really change the nature of the industry for more sustainable effort is something it's very encouraging, very encouraging. And when it comes to our timber, we repurpose 85% of it. That number is going to grow. That is cut for milling, lumber, furniture making, tiny homes, raw material for local turning wood programs.
My name is Tim Zakoff, and I'm the founder and owner of Utree. Our niche is that we take urban wood and we repurpose it into value-added products mostly for surface coverings, but also for lumber. The goal is finding the best use for our urban wood, as well as keeping that material out of the landfills.
So before I became a sawyer, I was a lawyer. And I got the bug in 2014 when I milled up my first log. And then from then on, I could not stop seeing all the logs that weren't being used. When I drove by one construction site after another or down trees after a storm, it was driving me crazy that no one was using those logs to turn them into amazing stories and furniture.
Rather than seeing this wood enter into our landfills, we can adopt urban wood utilization to start to repurpose that wood to its highest economic value. You're going to see more diverse wood species with the ability to work with. And they can also have some unique characteristics, things like different grain patterns and colors that might be more interesting to a consumer. And that might be more interesting for our secondary producers as well. These are like our woodworkers, furniture manufacturers, and any kind of wood artisan.
The more people see urban wood and reclaimed wood being used, I feel like they're coming up with more and more ideas for how it can be applied, the types of products that they want to see it in. And we feel like it's its own natural cycle where the more people are seeing that wood used, they're coming back to us with more ideas, more designs and more applications of using urban wood.
There's so many underutilized tree species that have beautiful grain and are really, really spectacular in different areas, but they aren't thought of. They're not in the traditional lumber industry. They're not in the traditional spec sheets of what you might do for an office. So we're hoping to change that.
Attracting end users, from designers and architects to residential homeowners, can be encouraged by a set of standards that gives the buyers assurance that the products are reliable. Jennifer Alger from USRW, Urban Salvaged and Reclaimed Wood Incorporated, has helped create a set of standards for urban wood.
The standards are to answer one question that specifiers had of how do we know it met this criteria? How do we know it's chain of custody? Show me a certificate so that I don't have to worry.
I think the standards will help a lot to give confidence to those in purchasers. You really need to find the big buyers, the big purchasers of those and get them involved and figure out how we work together. What do they need? What can they work with that we can provide? How do we start that conversation?
The event at UGA's Griffin campus was a big step forward for urban wood utilization in Georgia. The day was packed with over 40 attendees who learned about the challenges and solutions for increasing awareness of urban wood utilization, expanding the uses of urban wood, and reducing landfill waste. In addition, many important connections were made thanks to the generous speakers and exhibitors.
I've just been very impressed with the organization of the event, the exchange of knowledge, the industry, connections that you're able to make at an event like this. So 10 out of 10 from me.
One of the things I'm very thankful for today is I was able to bring my 21-year-old son, who got the opportunity to see that what we do isn't just in our little world. There's a world much bigger than us that does some amazing work with urban lumber.
It's truly an honor to be a part of this group of people. We have people from the forestry departments, we have tree companies, both large and small here, and being able to network with these people and the brains and the ideas for the future of what urban wood use looks like is very exciting to me.
Just a really unique opportunity for the Forestry Commission to utilize our foresters in an urban setting and be able to connect with this community and tell the story of forestry and help them connect with us, so that way we can be a good resource and help them manage their urban forest in a sustainable way.
If wood from a tree can be used for lumber, we want to promote that. That's for higher and better use, and it also sequesters carbon for a long-term period.
Urban and community forests provide a huge amount and plethora of benefits to the community, to the residents that live in that community, and urban wood utilization just kind of closes that loop. It provides one more opportunity for us to make it a holistic approach to managing our community forests.
To find out more about urban and community wood utilization, future gatherings like this, and a developing urban wood database, be sure to check the websites and social media platforms of the Georgia Forestry Commission, the Georgia Arborist Association, and the Southern Group of State Foresters.